Space. The infinite. The huge. The big black void. Space. It's everywhere. And there's a lot of it. Somewhere out there is my ship. Lost out there. With a ragtag crew of misfits and a team of odd and possibly horny scientists. My name is Captain Dash Handsome, and these are the stories of the Star Explorer, Hubris. Captain's personal diary. The Doctor and Echo have been gone now for 6 hours. They took the shuttle down to Earth from our pass to retrieve mapping help from the old computer system at the Marshall Spaceflight Center in Huntsville, Alabama, of all places. After a long and much-needed session with 5 sex droids, I returned to the bridge to find it vacant. There wasn't a soul there. Over the next few minutes, people would phase in and out in front of me, like ghosts. Some of them were my current crew. Others were people I've never seen before. At one point, there was 5 different versions of Chase there. 3 of them just as annoying as he was, but in other uniforms, and 2 of them were female and kind of hot in their own way. One of the last females rushed over to me and started kissing me, and one thing led to another, and, well, let's just say that Chase is no longer asexual. However, I'm worried that's a moment I'll never be able to purge from my mind. Hard to believe the Doc did not follow my orders of no interaction, huh? Whatever he and Echo are doing down there is fucking up our timeline in a way that no one will ever be able to figure out. I was a little worried about the way Doc was acting, so I took a moment to look up the QC's plans, and boy do I have questions for him when he gets back. Oddly enough, the time distortion is isolated to the bridge crew. Punjab, Dr. Femur, and the rest of the crew seem unaffected and completely unaware of the anomaly. Likewise, Wolf and the pups are still down there in the cargo bay. Just my fucking luck. I can only hope that he can fix whatever's going on down there so our future, or is it our past, is not too damaged. I mean, I needed a few things changed in my past, but what the hell are the odds of that happening? On a personal note, my itchiness stopped and all my rashes have vanished too. Could interstellar leaps and time travel be a cure for STDs? Who knows? I dropped by Dr. Femur to have her check out my undercarriage, and she said I was 100% clean. So good news there. Also, I can't believe I've never tried sex droids before. Wow, they will really clean your clock. I mean, it even cleared my sinuses up, and the best part, no crying afterwards, on either of our parts. Lastly, I made another trip down to Deck Double Z and had a word or two with the writers. I don't want to say exactly what happened, but I can explain it with this joke. What do you say to a writer with 2 black eyes? Nothing. You've told him twice already. Anyhow, I'm not sure if I left the ship on auto-control or self-destruct, so I better go up and see if everything's okay. Dash out.
Where the hell have you been, Dash? We're in a bit of a pickle.
When did you all get back? I just stepped out for a minute.
They've been here for an hour. Where have you been? And why does the bridge smell like sex?
Never mind. And no eye contact for you for a couple of days. So, Doc, did you get what you needed?
Yes, we're all going to be all right now. However, Dash, I'd like a private word with you at some time soon.
Yeah, me too. But later for that. I have a few questions of my own right now. It was a little choppy up here, Doc. We had what you might call ghosts wandering around the deck.
Well, that was to be expected. While we were down there, everything was in flux, and the probabilities of different outcomes might have manifested in multiple realities bleeding over each other here in our space-time.
Yeah, huh? You might have warned me about that, but hey, why tell me anything? I'm just a fucking captain.
What's most important is that nothing and no one interacted with them in any way.
Right. Look, let's just say hypothetically that I did happen to interact with them. What would the problem be? I mean, theoretically.
Well, it could have disastrous effects on the other timelines that they might be from. What did you do?
I know what he did, you filthy bugger.
Hey, I was alone and confused, and she attacked me.
But Dash, you've got all those awful STDs.
Well, not anymore. Anyhow, let's not dwell on this. Let's just push the button.
We did that about 30 minutes ago, when you were taking a post-coital nap after you were raped.
I didn't say it was rape. Just, forceful. And I don't want to talk about it, particularly with you.
Yeah? Why not?
Well, let's start with you've got no common frame of reference. I mean, it wasn't a floating hand that attacked me, if you know what I mean. So, Doc, where are we now?
Well, I recalculated our trip here and reversed it, then added in the adjustments for time travel and took into account all the known changes of the local star systems that might have occurred during the time we've been here. Then I accounted for the shifting that might have happened during the time that we traveled through the wormhole, plus I added the weight of the ship and then divided it by...
Oh, for fuck's sakes, just spill it.
We've materialized in a non-space mass.
What the hell are you talking about? Non-space mass. Is it possible for you to speak English just once?
We're inside a planet, very close to its core.
Inside a planet. Inside a planet. You know, I'm going to skip the part where I scream and call you an asshole. I just don't have the energy. Do you know at least where we are?
Well, given the size and the magnetic signature of the planet, I'd say it's Pluto.
I'm sensing a little writer's revenge here. And don't think I'm going to let that Pluto reference go either. Doc, you do know this is an outer space ship, right? Not an interspace ship.
So you're mad?
No. What would give you that idea?
Captain, the massive gravity of being inside the planet and so close to the core is going to rip the ship apart in 10 minutes.
Oh, really? Why are you talking to me about it? I'd address all of our we're gonna die questions to Mr. Fix-It over there.
Let's not fight. We need a solution fast. Let's hit the button again and get out of here.
Well, Claire, you're all button slap happy now. Don't hit the button. Hit the button. Don't hit the button more than twice. There are no goddamn rules. Let me see what we're working with here. Put it on screen. Holy shit! Hit the button. Yeah, that's better. Well, at least we're in outer space. You know, Doc, I think I will have that private word with you now. Chase, you have the con. And, hey, wait a minute. Where the hell's Echo?
Let's go to my office. I'll explain everything.
Whatever. Someone figure out where we are while I'm gone. Doc, I gotta tell you, I'm having some feelings here. Some feels I don't want to have. And frankly, I'm smelling a rat.
Dash, I'm sorry, but I haven't been completely honest with you.
Yeah? No shit.
What I'm about to tell you, I could not tell you until now, but first I want to apologize for something.
Could that be the fail-safe on the QC that prevents it from working once you've hit it one time? Because that'd be a good place to start, right? You know, hanging me out to dry like that in front of everyone, acting like it was all my fault.
How did you find out?
It's called a computer, Doc, and it has the plans on it, along with the fact that it was pre-programmed for some coordinates. Now I'm gonna float you like a mutant cat Twinkie if you don't come clean right now.
It's true. None of this was by accident, but it was all needed for our collective survival. Shortly before we left, I received a video message from the founder.
That's impossible. He's been dead for 14 years.
Yes, but he made this video 25 years ago. Dash, please sit down.
Fuck no, okay? Go on, spill it.
On the video, he told me things that were shocking. He gave me very clear instructions to use the QC to complete certain tasks. Coming here was the last thing I had to do, and it was the hardest thing, but again, necessary.
And, making us all think we're gonna die? That's necessary?
Yes, and there were things I had to do before we left, like recruiting Echo.
Yeah. Where is Echo, Doc? And before you speak, I want you to think about how cold it is in space. You're an old man. You're not going to last long out there.
I left her on Earth in the past.
Yeah, I'm going to need to sit down. You left her in the past. Do you have a degree? It wasn't an online night school you went to, was it?
Maybe it's best if I play you the video.
Yeah.
Buck, I'm sorry I couldn't be there with you on this historic mission. But if you're watching this, well then, son, my time has come and gone. I'm gonna miss you, boy, and all the work we did together to make spaceflight possible and seeding the universe. It does my heart good to know that the galaxies will be someday filled with whites. But, Buck, I've kept many things from you, son. most importantly, that you are my son.
Pause that. You gotta be kidding me. You're Baron Richenwaite's son.
Please, Dash, let's just get through this.
That's right, boy. You're the fruit of my loins. Now, when you take this trip, it's very important that you take along with you a young girl named Echo Chambers that you'll find on the asteroid colonies. She is a wonderful girl, and the light of my life. It's going to be confusing as hell for you here, but you have to take her with you, and then follow the list of coordinates that I've left at the end of this video. Then when you get back here to Earth, which will be in your past, and mine really at this point, you will have to leave her here. You must do this, boy, because, well, she's your mother.
Fucking pause. Echo is your mother? I had sex with your mother? Ew.
Dash, please.
Alright, go on.
I know you will do this well because you've already done it from my point of view. She came to work with me, and over the years we got close. And when Kitty died, my sweet Kitty told me that I should have a baby with Echo. She knew I always wanted a boy to carry on the White's line, and she could never have children of her own. My God, that woman was always thinking of me, even at her last breath. I miss her so. But I carried out her dying wish, and I got you. I never wanted to sully poor Kitty's name, or her memory, so I let Echo raise you under another name. Now, son, I took care of you, paid for everything always. You know I kept you close and safe. And then before Echo passed, she told me the whole story of how she got here. The rest is history, at least to you. I wish I knew what was going to happen next, but no one should know too much about their future, even us. Just know that you must do these things. Your life depends upon it, as does the entire Space Initiative. Oh, and one more thing. It's very important that you select Captain Dash Handsome as your commander, cause, well, I've said too much already, boy. I love you, son. I know that you'll make the universe one that all whites can be proud of. Goodbye, boy.
Now you can see why I could not tell you.
What the fucking fuck?
I know it's a lot to unpack.
Unpack? I can't even find the zipper on the case. I had sex with your mom, and you knew.
You're going to have to get past it. I had to, and it wasn't easy. Dash, tell me what you're thinking.
I thought I had secrets, but this is like a soap opera. What the hell would have happened, Doc, if we didn't pull this whole thing off?
Best not to think about it. It will only confuse everyone more than they already are.
Yeah. And why me? Why do I have to be here?
I don't know, but again, probably best not to think about it.
Christ, this is some fucked up shit. Alright then. Let's skip over the part where you've been lying to me for months now and just tell me that you know how to get us home.
Oh, I wish I did. He did not program the QC after the return to Earth's past. That's why we ended up inside a planet when I tried to fix it. We could use the last coordinates, but even if we used our last known coordinates, it was 1100 light years from Earth. We're closer now, although maybe not in the same reality.
What about the whole wormhole thingy?
We can try and find that. For now, though, I'm sorry, but we're still lost in space. Dash, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell anybody any of this.
No one would believe it anyhow. Besides, Doc, we all got secrets.
Dash, did you really have sex with an interdimensional version of a crew member?
Yep.
Tell me who it was. That way we'll both have a secret of each other's.
What are we, 12-year-old girls? Tell me a secret. Okay, fine. It was a female version of Chase, and she was all over me like a fat kid on a donut.
You really have a problem, don't you?
Whatever. Are you happy now? Hey, what do we tell the crew about Echo? Someone's going to notice.
We'll tell them she's dead.
That's kind of cold, Doc, don't you think?
Well, it's true.
Good point. Alright, let's get back to the bridge. Okay, we're back. What's the sitch? Turns out we're in the Andromeda system, closer to Earth, sort of. Sure, but in what time? This quantum universal travel thing's like the mind of a woman. I'll never understand it. Captain, I'm getting a transmission from an Earth-class ship in this area. Well, on any other day, that would be outrageous. Alright, any idea who it is? They're saying that they're the space explorer, Hubris, but that's impossible. Not really, and impossible seems to be our brand lately. Given the state of things, I'm not too shocked. Okay, lay an intercept course.
Are you sure that's a good idea, Dash?
No, I'm not sure. But let me tell you one thing, and that's we've already jumped the shark out here a dozen times and hit the zany wall until my head hurts. So whatever. In fact, maybe they know more about the damn quantum capacitor than we do. That's a long shot at best. I can't tell if you're brave or insane, mate. Let's go with a bit of both there, Chase, and I'll take that as you're on board. Doc, you've been screwing around with time and wormholes and alternate dimensions and quantum reality for a while now, You never thought something like this would happen?
Well, I suppose the chances were good.
Perfect. Then you're on board too. Claire, what do you say?
I came out here to explore. But in the end, it's your call. You're the captain.
That a girl? You know, Claire, you're never hotter than when you're agreeing with me. What about Quip? Quip, why, you got nothing to say on this topic? No odds to tell me about? Chase, where the hell is Quip?
He had to leave the bridge. Something about sex bots going haywire and throwing themselves out into space.
Yeah, that's about right. Okay, Nav, lay in that course and make it happen.
Will the Doctor ever figure out how to get them home? Is Dash's STDs gone for good? And what could possibly be waiting for them on another Hubris? Tune in next time for the exciting season finale of Space Botanists in Love, only on Flashback Audio Theater.